Hi, this is Akin, and welcome back to my channel. Well, you may have noticed I'm wearing a same hat that Jeremy from the Quarter is wearing, the coffee brand coffee hat. Reason I'm here now is because we got breaking news from ABC New York, and Columbia University just got $400 million poorer. Let's get into this. No, they're not happy. Says Trump administration canceled $400 million worth of grants and contracts to Columbia University. This is by Luke Barr from ABC News, but they're doing it to Eyewitness News. So this is what happened. The Trump administration had canceled $400 million worth of grants and contracts to Columbia University for the school continued inactions in the face of persistent harassment of Jewish students, according to the Justice Department, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Education, and the General Service Administration. Well, I guess the Department of Education is still screaming and kicking. Okay. The administration says that on March 3rd, the Joint Task Force to Combat Anti-Semitism, which combines components from each of the federal agencies, notified Columbia administration that it would conduct a comprehensive review of the university's federal contract and grants in light of ongoing investigation under the Title, I think it's 4 or 5 of the Civil Rights Act, according to the press release. At the start of the Israel and the Hamas conflict, Columbia was a hotbed of protests that would often lead to violence, and with at least one building being overtaken by demonstrators constantly. Columbia, according to the administration, holds about $5 billion in federal grants and contracts. Freedom of funds is one of the tools we are using to respond to the spike in anti-Semitism. This is only the beginning, says Leo Terrell, Senior Counsel to the Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights and head of the Task Force to Combat Anti-Semitism. Canceling these taxpayers' funds is our strongest signal yet that the federal government is not going to be party to an education institution like Columbia that does not protect Jewish students and staff. Yeah. Because of the constant refusal to do the right thing, and it's not a Spike Lee joint, by the way, so we have to say that. Columbia has been ignoring people for a long time, saying you got to do something about this, and they didn't want to do it. Now it's under Trump. This is not Biden. And they say, okay, fine, we'll just clip your funds. Oh, I know they're going to be, the administration's going to be yelling and screaming like a bunch of fools. It's like a joke I used to say to my wife when she said, what are we going to do? I say, yell and scream like a fool. She didn't like the joke. But you know what? The reality is, what have the Democrats been doing lately? Yelling and screaming like a fool. And if you don't believe me, I mean, look at the Tuesday night speech, State of the Union. Now I remember the name. What were the Democrats doing besides sitting on the rear end and holding up bingo cards? Nonsense. Al Green was yelling and screaming, carrying on. He got kicked out. Oh, he got censured. I guess around 10 Democrats voted for the censure. It's a different ballgame now, folks. They thought they were coming in for the 7-inch stretch, and not much of a stretch, is it? Woo! So once again, Columbia University had $400 million, $5 billion grants and contracts from the federal government cut off because they refused to stop the harassment of Jewish students at Columbia University. So, I mean, the problem is it's not the protest. It's some people were going a little beyond what they're supposed to do. You know, some people say, oh, peaceful protests, and yet you're burning buildings down and stuff, destroying cars, destroying property, graffitiing stuff here and there, and they say, oh, it's peaceful protests. Yeah, right. It ain't my ratings that are going down the toilet, is it? I mean, let me put it this way: when the network's news is doing worse than Hallmark Channel, you got a problem. So that's all I'm saying. So long for now, and don't forget to stop. More of the story was short. Check your local news for more details. See if other universities are going to face this too.